Hey guys, so this is going to be the trade recap from this morning. Go ahead and it's not it. Where is the other one? All right, guys. So this is going to be the trade recap from the trades that I took this morning. First one ended up being a break even, which was this here, and second one I took shortly after this one hit not TP because I did take out 90% of my position at a certain point, and then my runner just got stopped out right now at a 1 to 2. But first things first, for the first trade, which was this one, this is what I was looking at. So I had seen right after CPI, I saw that we had, yes, we inverted this 4 hour fair value gap right over here. While we were respecting this one, this bearish one to the downside, but we did trade into this one here, this bullish FVG at CPI, swept these lows, and I saw the way it respected it. It closed well above it on the 4 hour. So that kind of gave me an indication that we might not be bearish, but we're still looking for higher prices. So I dropped down to the 5 minute, and this is what I had seen. So we had this break of structure, the market structure shift on the 5 minute right over here. We saw a huge displacement on the 5 minute right after the CPI candle. This was at 9:30. After 9:30 opened, we just rallied higher after that. So I got in initially at this fair value gap on the 5 minute right here. So I put my buy limit right here at the top of the FEG. My stops were at these lows, at the 9:30 lows. And immediately we got into the limit. The limit got activated. We got into drawdown pretty much instantly. But then I noticed on the 15 minute, when the 15 minute closed at where's it at 10 o'clock, we were respecting this 15 minute FVG. Immediately the 10:15 candle opened up, formed that small little bottom wick, and then from there it took off, and it was floating in profit. It closed a little bit below my entry, but it was floating in profit, and I liked the way it was respecting this 15 minute fair value gap. So I left the trade. I was confident with it. Dropping back down to the 5 minute, I said that if we were to get right around here at this line, which was my break even point, we would go break even and let the trade do what it's going to do right after that. So after going break even, again, it was sort of trading downward a little bit after that. It did end up taking us out BE right here at this wick, but we were still respecting this first initial 15 minute fair value gap, even at that wick, even though we got stopped out at break even. So we were respecting it right here at this candle, and that's when we got stopped out. Next candle opened up bullish, closed above. Next candle opened up bullish again, and then it closed above. Now, even though we did invert this 15 minute fair value gap, we did respect this one, and we did respect this 15 minute order block, which is why I thought we were going to continue going higher anyways. So after getting stopped out, immediately after getting stopped out, break even, barely, only by a few ticks, it immediately started reversing and pushing up to the upside. So that's when I jumped into the 1 minute, and this is when I took the second trade of the day. So the second trade of the day was after this shift in market structure on the 1 minute. I'm gonna call that a BOS, and I had gotten in at the close. I want to say at the close of this candle, right here, the 11:36 candle on the 1 minute, open of the other one. So we got in around here. Let me just change that color for you. We got in around here, did not have any drawdown whatsoever, and then after that we just started rallying up higher and higher and higher and higher. So if I turn on my executions, you'll see just that. So this was the first initial buy that we got stopped out BE. Right here, it was 3 contracts in the micro. After I got to this line here, I went break even and then we got stopped out. So shortly after that, that's when I saw that shift in market structure on the 1 minute. I bought in at 5 contracts here and pretty much let it ride. So we closed out a 90% of it at 75675, which was 756. Am I tripping or what? 75675. It was a little bit over a 1-to-1, but again, we got stopped out break even here. We had CPI at 8:30. We had Fed testimony, and then we had Trump's speech after that. So I was just not playing around today. I just wanted to grab whatever I could from the market before it did whatever it was going to do. So we closed out 40% of our, or 90% of our position here, and we left a runner running, which stopped us out right here at 2180225 for a little bit less than a 1-to-2. It was like a 1.9, 1.8 around there. But my overall target was this high. So the high of pretty much New York session and also CPI candle high. Once we started breaking these highs here on the 1 minute, once we broke these highs, that's when I said, okay, we're very close to my take profit here. I'm going to just start managing it aggressively because at the time it was around $260 on one contract on the micro. And I didn't want to lose too much of it. You know, runners are runners for a reason, but at the same time, if it's offering you a good return, you know, why not protect it a little bit more? So I put my stops right at here at 2180225, and it ended up closing me out right here with these candles pretty much recently. So here, as you can see, this is my TradeStation account, profit of $674. I took the same trades on my Express Funded. We made 727. The same 2 trades I took. Second trade again, same closing out. We closed out at 2177775. It's a lot of sevens. This was a little bit less than a 1-to-2 when this was the complete position. So if you can zoom in, 5 contracts buy, 5 contracts sell here. So 1.8 risk to reward. I took that on both of my Express Fundeds. And I also took that on these 3 challenges. Same exact trades. I take all my trades on every account. Here I did leave a runner. I just did not have time to put the runners on the funded accounts because it was just moving very, very fast. And obviously I can't group trade 2 funded accounts individually with 1 challenge account because you trade them, you know, you trade them differently at the end of the day. But overall, $900 profit, almost $1,000 on all 3 accounts. So we're halfway to passing pretty much all of them, and $727 plus on both of my Express Fundeds, as well as $674 on my personal account. So overall, very, very, very nice trade. This was an amazing entry on my end, to be honest with you. I just had a feeling that we were going to continue up, possibly to fill this entire gap here. I was aiming for the highs, which more than likely it could hit now. It is 355, so around 430. It could probably take out those highs, but I'm happy with where it closed me out. Overall, it was a little bit over a $2,000 day for my personal and my 2 fundeds. And we should be passing these 3 challenges between tomorrow and Friday. Tomorrow we have PPI, so I'm gonna take it a little bit easier. I'm just gonna wait for the nice setup, not rush anything. But Friday it's full head of steam if we don't get it tomorrow. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That is the trade recap for today. Live stream I did cut short just because I did have to go, and it was shortly after we broke even here, or before, probably after. Um, and then this trade I took off stream. Obviously, I was not in front of my computer, so I couldn't record it. But here's the proof of the trade. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So that's it for this recap video, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.